Dave knows how.
Welcome back to my channel. Got a really exciting video for you guys today. I know you're going to enjoy it. Jesus, get off that tractor, man. How many times I got to tell you? Man, come on, you talk too much. Oh, come on, man. Get in there and fix me some bacon. Bacon? That's all you ever eat is bacon. Jesus, camoli. What in the hell am I going to do with that guy, man? Jesus Christ, he's so annoying. Welcome back to my channel. Got a great video I want to share with you guys. And I think this is a tip that's really going to come in handy for a lot of you guys. I've tried to watch questions that people have, and one of the questions that's come up a lot is about the ripple effect. And if you don't know what the ripple effect is, that's then you're not using a box blade. Because a lot of times when you use a box blade or a road blade or a York rake or a land plane or something like that, you'll end up with a ripple effect. And what happens is the tractor will be going along, and all of a sudden you got a little ripple, a little hill behind the tractor. And you know, because when you encounter one hill, another hill develops, and it just keeps on exaggerating. Next thing you know, you've got a ripple effect. You know, your driveway or your land that you're trying to level out looks like a bunch of waves, and you're driving along and the tractor's doing this here, you know, and you just can't figure out what's going on. So in today's video, we're going to give you 3 reasons why that happens. The first reason is speed. The second reason is speed. And the third reason, nope, not speed, position. So what is the first speed that we're talking about? The first speed we're talking about is the speed of the travel of the tractor into forward position. And it's very important. When you're trying to address a piece of property or a driveway or something, driving slow is your best friend. So you really need to try to slow down. And the reason you need to slow down is so that everything else can catch up. Because the other speed that we're talking about is the speed in which your 3-point goes down. Now recently there was a video put up by Neil Messick, and I invite you to go over and check out their channel. They put out some great videos. And in the video that he did, he talked about this knob underneath the seat of the Kubota tractor that you can adjust, and it will adjust how fast or how slow your 3-point goes down. And what it's designed to do is so that if you got a heavy piece of equipment, it won't come crashing down, because you don't want your heavy equipment to come crashing down to the ground. And that makes perfect sense. But the problem is if that speed is coming down too slow and you're driving too fast, you got problems. Because if you go over a little hill and that implement is up in the air, and then when you come down the other side, it don't come down fast enough to the ground, then you're going to dump whatever's in that box out behind you and create an additional hill. So now instead of having one hill that you just went over, now you got 2 hills. You do it again, you got 3 hills and 4 hills and 5 hills, and the hills are getting bigger and bigger and bigger because they're being exaggerated. Each time you go over one, it happens again. The third problem is position. So first of all, let's take a look at the control lever down here underneath the seat that Neil was talking about. It's this lever right down here, and if we turn it in one direction, the 3-point goes down super fast. If we turn it in the other direction, and we could actually lock it up so the 3-point doesn't go down at all. So we need to be mindful of that adjustment. Don't want it too tight. Don't want it too loose, but we don't want it too tight. So the next thing we want to look at is position control. Position control is over here on your 3-point lever. Now, in my first video that I did about the box blade, how to set up the box blade, the angle of the dangle, and I invite you to go over and check that video out. We talk about the neutral position. And the neutral position on my lever with my box blade is when the box blade is just barely touching the ground, is that position number 3 right here. And that's a great place to start at when you're setting up your box blade. But when you go to start using your box blade, you need to go ahead and drop that position on down. Because if you've got this thing up at, say, position 3, which is the neutral position, and you go over a hill of dirt, that 3-point is going to stay up in the air, and whatever's in there is going to get dumped out, and it's going to create another hill of dirt. If you drop it down to position 2, then it won't be quite as bad. Depending on how big a hill that you go over. If you go over a hill that's got any kind of size to it, you're still going to dump some stuff out the back. So when we get out there and get to doing it, we need to lower this thing all the way down as far as it'll go, and start finishing. And this is when we're getting there, putting our finishing touches on. We need to let this thing all the way down so that it'll just float back there. We need to loosen up the control underneath the seat so that that 3-point can go ahead and go on down relatively quick, so that we can drive a little bit faster with the tractor. But we always want to try to keep the travel speed pretty slow when we're trying to dress our driveway or dress our land or something like that. So be mindful of those things, and I think you won't have any problems with the ripple effect anymore. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going in and have me some bacon.
Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.